Hello, so this is video number 3 for my stick pin swap. So in the previous the first video I showed the beads I wanted to use, and then the last video I showed my stick pins and explained how I made them. And then this video is how I'm packaging them, and if I have enough time on my camera to show how I made that packaging. In the last video, I think I called these 5-inch pins, and they're not. They're 3-inch floral pins with the pearl top. I did make some with the faceted top, and they're 3-inch also. But yeah, these are 3-inch, not 5-inch. Okay, so these are the 2 that I made for myself since I was the 16th person. So I'm not going to send these. These will just stay here. But for the packaging, I put the earring backer on them, but I also made this little kind of like a matchbox type packaging, and I made it to where I think you can see in there these 2 little ledges right here, so they poke through, like sewing needles when you buy sewing needles, how they're in that little ledge, and sign my name on them. And then when I used my crocodile and punched the holes in there, and used this twine. I'll tie them together so when it's closed it looks like this. This paper is Graphic 45. I picked it up at Tuesday Morning, and it is, if you can see that, it's a really, really cool paper. The back looks like this. It's, let's see, Graphic 45 Cirque Collection Under the Big Top. And I picked this package up at Tuesday Morning, I think for $5. Or no, $3.99, even better. So, but it's a really, really pretty paper. And so some of these I cut long ways. And some of them, the back will be upside down. Some of them will be right side up. Some of them I cut horizontally, so that the picture is going sideways. And I did that on purpose, so that it would just kind of, I don't know, I guess no one will really know because each person is going to get their own package. But so anyway, I thought I would show how I made this. I'm sure there's some tutorials out there. I just kind of made this up as I went. But so for this outer package, I cut it at 9 1/4 by 2 1/2. And I just scored it at 1, at 5, and then 5 1/4, so that it's kind of flush at the top, but it's squared at the bottom. This is kind of, and then for this piece, this is just some scrap paper that I had. So for this, I cut it at 5 by 2 1/2 is what I cut this piece at. And then this, I'm trying to get this in frame. I'm using my iPhone, and it's really hard for me to see. Okay, so it's 5 by 2 1/2, and I scored it at, let me think, I wrote it down, there it is. So I scored it at 1, 1 1/4, and 1 1/2, but I do the 1 and 1 1/2 on this side, and I'll show you why in a minute. and then at 2 and 2.5. So 2 and 2.5. Okay, and so then I flip it over on itself, and I do the quarters. The 1 1/4 and the 2 1/4. So now you have, I don't know if you can see it on the camera, you have your score marks. I hope you can see it. I can't tell with the glares and the lighting. Put this away. So what you're going to do is you're going to fold it. So this right here, if you can see it, is my first score mark where I scored it on this side of the 1. Okay, so I'm going to fold it over on itself. And the reason I do this, I didn't think it really mattered when I first started doing paper crafting, which way you scored it and which way you folded it. For instance, I scored right here, and I didn't think it mattered if you folded it this way or this way. But I've learned that when you score on this side, of course there's a bump back here, and I've learned that from a YouTube video, and I'm sorry I can't credit the person because I don't remember which one it is. I subscribe to a lot of people. You want to fold it over itself. You want to fold the bump, basically. You want the bump to be on the inside, and that's to help. If you notice with like the thicker papers, cardstocks and stuff, sometimes they'll crack, and that helps with the cracking. So I scored my 1 and my 1 1/2 are going to fold over this way. Okay. But my 1 1/4 is going to fold up. You know what? I think I did that backwards. Oh my gosh, I did. So we're going to do it this way, where the pattern's not showing. So your 1 1/4 is right here. Okay. So now you have your ledge, because this is my 1 inch score mark right here, and then up here is my 1 1/4, and then this is my 1 1/2 score mark. And you're going to do the same for the 2, 2 1/4, and 2 1/2. So we're going to fold the 2 and the 2 1/2, and then flip it over and fold the 2 1/4. And then you have your 2 ledges. And what I did is I just got some tape runner, and I just watched and I ran my tape runner just right around the middle, so pretty much along the quarter mark, or quarter score line. Oh, I think I'm out. Oh, just a little more, please. Okay. Well, you get the idea. I don't want to have to refill that right now. So then I just folded it and folded it, which that one doesn't have any stickum left. Oh, I have another one. Yay, me! Okay. Okay, so that's how I did that. And then I actually ended up cutting a little bit off the top, so that I would definitely have room around the bottom and around the top. So if you want your pattern paper up, then do the opposite of what I just showed you. Flip it over and do your 1 and your 1 1/2, your 2 and your 2 1/2. And then flip your pattern side to have your quarter marks. So now that I've thoroughly confused you, after you've made this piece, what I did was I just kind of flattened it, and I just ran my adhesive over it, and then stuck it in my little card. If this was the other side, I just stuck it on there. So that's how I made my packaging. And for the special pins that I made for Nancy and for Constance, I'm going to mail those separately. I'm going to mail them to them individually, to their individual addresses, instead of just sending everything. And then everything else I'm going to send to Nancy, the hostess, and she'll distribute them to all the people who signed up. So this should be it for my stick pin swap videos. And of course, again, I'm not posting these until after it's over because I want these to be a surprise for the ladies. And it ends May 17th. So, and today is just May 2nd, so it'll be a while before these videos are posted. But tell me what you think. If my little tutorial was way too confusing, please let me know and I'll make a new one. But that's it for now. Thanks, guys.